Wrap me in a bolt of lightning, send me on my way still smiling. Maybe that's the way I should go, straight into the mouth of the unknown. I left the spare key on the table, I never really thought I'd be able to say I merely visit on the weekends. I lost my whole life and a different. I've said it so many times.
For the first time in 5 years, Wes, the NFC Divisional Playoff is at Lambeau Field. Packers Seahawks, it's time for Final Thoughts. All right, Weston, maybe the most obvious segment of the season. What's at stake?
Everything the Packers have worked for this season.
Yeah.
This thing started in April, Mike, and here they are back in the NFC divisional round, and you get to host that game at Lambeau Field. What an advantage that could be, especially depending on what the forecast turns out for this game. In the Green Bay Packers, when they all break it down, it doesn't matter what the records were, it doesn't matter what the rankings were. You earn this opportunity, and you have a chance to get back to the NFC title game. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and that's why the Packers fought tooth and nail in Week 17 in Detroit for this opportunity, right? And also what's at stake is maybe a chance to host the NFC Championship game. On Saturday afternoon, the Minnesota Vikings will be at San Francisco. When that game ends, the Packers will know with a victory if they are hosting the Vikings or traveling to face the 49ers. Wes, who's your guy and why?
I have two guys, Mike.
All right.
Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. The Packers going to get Williams back after missing him against the Lions. These two guys, it's been the 1-2 punch all year, and it's a big advantage for the Packers going into this contest. 7-0 this season when Aaron Jones and or Jamal Williams has gone over 100 rushing yards. If you can do that against Seattle, that is going to be your path to victory. I think those two guys working in tandem like they have for the better part of 3 years, a big key to victory.
Yeah, and Aaron Jones, 3 of the last 4 regular season games with 140-plus yards from scrimmage. So my guy in this game, Wes, is Zadarius Smith. And we can talk about X factors and guys who might rise up and make a play here or there, but the playoffs are about your stars making the plays when it counts. The Packers would love nothing better than for Zadarius Smith to play like he did in Minnesota to clinch that NFC North title. Wes, very simply, I say the Packers win this game if they cut down on the big plays allowed, because over the final month of the season, with the exception of the first half in Detroit, Green Bay's defense really did cut down on those explosive plays. So in this game against the Seahawks, if you don't let Marshawn Lynch get into beast mode, if you don't let Russell Wilson scramble for 15, 20 yards a crack, and if you don't let DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett beat you deep down the field, make this somewhat banged up Seahawks offense go the hard way, I like the Packers' chances of keeping that point total down.
And for me, Mike, I think the Packers win this game if they produce in the gold zone, as they like to say, the red zone.
Yeah.
Both of these teams, if you look at it, very similar across the board, and both have been really good with their red zone offense throughout the course of the year. The big difference maker in this game, I feel, how well the Packers have performed defensively in the red zone this season. That's been one area where Seattle's had some problems. If the Packers can produce inside the 20 and protect inside the 20, I have a good feeling they're going to get to an NFC Championship game.
All right, and with that, we will sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of the big playoff games Sunday night from Lambeau Field on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.